Welcome everybody, and welcome to the Games Cache. My name is Game Hoarder, and today we will be playing Valkyria Chronicles. Now this has been quite possibly one of my most favorite games ever since I was little. Now this is a port. I am playing it on a PC. It is a little weird, so you might have to forgive me for some of the controls.
The year was 1935 EC. Two powers controlled the continent. In the east, the sun rose over the autocratic East European Imperial Alliance, otherwise known as the Empire. In the west, a network of loosely allied democracies formed the Atlantic Federation. Both powers depended on a precious mineral ragnite for their survival, and its growing scarcity led to the inevitable war. Hostilities began in the east when the Empire aggressively crossed their western border. The Atlantic Federation responded, and the Second European War was on. The Empire, with its vast military superiority, struck hard, gaining ground in early victories and putting the Federation on the defensive. Emboldened by their progress and momentum, the Empire set their sights beyond the borders of the Federation. In neighboring Gallia, a peaceful principality along the sea, they found their next victim. Gallia had long maintained its neutrality in the tensions between the two superpowers. But the rich stores of ragnite under the Gallian soil proved too tempting for the Empire. It amassed troops along the eastern border and invaded with all the force of an avalanche. Prologue. Gallia to arms.
Now, if you guys haven't noticed already, this is a very, very, very heavy story-driven game. Now, I will be staying quiet throughout most of the story actual plot. However, during the battles, I will be speaking. This first episode is going to be mostly story, and in fact, that could end up being how a good portion of these are. But that being said, I'm going to go ahead and stop talking and play the next part of the story.
March 1935. Outside the Gallian border town of Brule. Residents are leaving the town before the invasion, headed inland towards the capital.
I haven't been down this road in years. It really hasn't changed very much. Already? Hey there, guys. You're beautiful. Starting early this year. You're heading upstream, huh? How's the water?
Freeze! Put your hands in the air. Slowly. Haven't seen you around before. What's your name?
My name's Welkin. And you are...
The one with the gun. We're with the Bruletown Watch. I'm Alicia. Alicia Melchiot. So, I'm wondering what you've been writing in that little book you've got there. Imperial spies are in the area.
This book is nothing, really. I was just sketching the fish and, you know...
Yes, oh, I know. And you know there's a war on, don't you? All right then, Mr. Artist. We'll talk about fish sketching down at the station. Take him away.
Thanks, fish.
Yeah, because it was all the fish's fault. Alright. Now let's go ahead. Once again, more story. Sadly, I can't just have it continue all the way through for all of the cutscenes, but it's a process and it works.
Flowers, bugs, and fish. You're not bad with a pen, are you? I have to say, they're really very good.
Thank you. So you see, I really was just sketching.
Maybe. Or this could be some kind of secret code. And I intend to take my time finding out for sure.
Great.
Welks? Is that you?
Isara! Oh, your timing is perfect.
What have you gotten yourself into now, Welkin? Wait. Don't you live at the old general's house? That's right. I'm General Gunther's daughter, Isara. You do know everyone's supposed to evacuate, right? Yes, I'm aware of that. My brother's here to help me move to the capital, but that may be difficult. I mean, unless you're willing to let him go, that is. Huh? I apologize, but I was just doing my job, you know. I saw you with the notebook and thought you were a spy. Again, I'm really sorry about that.
Thanks. Don't worry about it. I can see how I might have looked a little suspicious.
Welks has a real passion for observing nature. That's why he's studying it at the university, right?
Guilty as charged. I get so into it sometimes I forget where I am or that somebody might be watching me.
Gunfire! Everyone keep your heads down!
Over there! Come on! Damn it!
Welkin, you can handle a gun, right?
Yeah. I mean, I made it through training anyway.
Well, they're probably just a small scouting team. We should be able to take them out.
I'm with you.
Alright, something I should probably mention. This game is actually very heavy on the fact that there is racism in this game. Now, as you can see, I have in fact played this before. I'm not hiding that. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and actually get into the first major battle. I have not completed this game, however, so after a certain point, I will let you know when I actually get to that point, and hopefully it won't be too bad.
Okay, here's the plan.
Alright, basically this is all just telling me that I need to go over there and capture their flag. That's basically it.
Let's get started.
I see.
Listen.
Alright. Basically is showing the little badges at the top of the screen are going to be mine. The ones at the bottom of the screen are going to be the enemies. And they're basically considered command points. You can run around with these. These are basically your ability to actually move in general in this game. Now, remember, I have already played this several times, so this is going to be pretty quick for me. But the first time I played it, it probably took me a good 15-20 minutes to actually figure it all out. Alright, so on and so on and so on. Alright, sorry, just trying to figure out a way to control everything. Alright, the meter at the bottom of the screen for this part, basically, as you can see, it's showing that as I move around, it will gradually deplete the entire thing. Once it hits 0, I won't be able to move at all whatsoever. Alright, and as you can kind of figure out, I'm using a keyboard for this. Okay, and the mouse works as well. Last time I was playing this, I was using a gamepad. Okay, alright, this shouldn't be too difficult. Basically, that's just telling me I can use certain abilities. Alright, now, this game is actually very accurate, because, for example, if you say shoot the main body of the person, it'll actually end up doing very little damage, especially considering they're wearing armor. If you want to do some major damage, then you're going to want to aim for the head. That being said, they are also wearing helmets, I believe it's like full steel plates or something, but it'll take 2 shots, probably one to knock off the actual helmet and the other to actually penetrate the skull. Now, as I'm sure you can probably figure out, it won't always end up. Just some more information. This is actually the tutorial, so. I already learned this. Come on. Oh, what was I saying? I don't even remember. Probably wasn't that important anyway. But luckily, one of the benefits of the point system is that even though this is technically this is kind of like a real-time strategy as well as a, why can't I think of the word, as well as a turn-based strategy as well. Now, eventually there are going to be level ups and everything for this game, but that's not going to be until I get a little bit later into it. And, oh, what I was saying was the point system is really good because you can use the same character more than once. Otherwise, as you can see in the bottom right corner,
here we go.
Is we would have a limited set amount of ammo. I'm not liking the odds. Ooh. Yeah, see, normally I'd be able to do this in only one turn, but it looks like I hit the spacebar by mistake, so unfortunately I can't actually beat this in one turn. Basically, this is saying that it's the enemy's turn now, and now they can move, they can attack, and so on and so on.
Take this.
Well, I was still able to finish it technically in one turn, but I didn't like the way that that was done. But fact of the matter is, I completed it. This does have a ranking system. Basically, it gives me a certain amount of points that I can earn, so on and so on. Because as a tutorial, it won't go giving me very much. Now, let's go on into the next part, and then I believe that will actually end our time for today.
Miss Melchiot, there's no other sign of the enemy.
Good. Now, go keep watch and stay alert.
Yes, ma'am. What should we do with the bodies, ma'am?
We'll bury them. So it's begun. I'll do whatever it takes to protect the people of this town. I'll do it. Even going to war, I'll do it. What are those?
Seeds from the lion's paw. It blooms white, small, simple, and strong.
I want to be able to remember, once the war is over, that it wasn't all just people killing people. That even in war, there was also new life.
On the 15th day of the 3rd month of the year 1935, the Empire began its assault in earnest. A formal declaration of war was made upon Gallia. Though it was only a small front in a massive continental assault, what followed would prove that a tiny nation could best a military giant. These events would tell a story of tragedy hidden in the mists of time. A story of courage and of trust, of persecution and hate, and of love blooming even through the flames of war. What follows is a record of this conflict, and of those who fought, lived, and died.
Alright everybody, and as you can plainly see, that was the end of the prologue. Now if you want to go ahead and have me keep playing this, then by all means press that like button so that I can continue playing it. Once again, this is one of my favorite games that I have played, even though I haven't actually finished it. This is a very, very heavy story-driven game, and you'll also be able to see some battles in between, so you can almost think of this as a movie. Anyway, once again, thank you everybody. If you like this video, please hit the like button so that I know you like it and I can keep making more. Have a great day, everybody.